quarters finals, it's gonna be a Loading versus a Naxdy. As they start on Pokemon Stadium 2 again, wow. I guess 2 is really popular. Or maybe we're still using the Genesis rule set? I actually don't know. I wonder if you can make your own rule sets in Smash GG. So once again, a war of attrition, a war of projectiles. Snake versus Megaman, let's see who prevails. I'm actually surprised not more players picked up Megaman with the launch of Smash 4. At least, I mean, not more ex-Brawl mains, not more ex-Snake mains. Because I feel like, you know, they're both really annoying. And they're both kind of heavy, you know. They have some strong tilts, both of them. So, you know, I like it. There's the Slash Claw. Whoa! And he goes super high for that particular air shooter. He really wants to kill, you know. He does not like being behind. And did we just... Okay, so I just saw something interesting. I saw Loading, Pellet Snake, and his grenade exploded. Maybe, if you know, pellet from a distance, you can actually get lucky and kill the grenade while Snake is still holding it. That would be pretty great. Whoa! Air shooter is going to just straight up delete Naxdy off the top. Because normally, you know, what I was saying, if you destroy grenade while Snake is holding it, of course you're gonna trade. But that's not gonna be the case if you pellet him. Also saw some nice ledge play coming out from Loading. He did get hit by one of the mortars, but when he's coming down and Naxdy has just thrown out his mortars, like that, he actually hits him with a crash bomb. And that's really smart, because that means he has something to think about, and he can't freely throw those out one after the other, if Loading can stall long enough. Fortunately for him, he did still get hit by a mortar from Naxdy, so he's got a lot of work to do. Naxdy is comfortably in the lead. They're using some great B reverses right there, both with C4 and grenades, to escape Loading's juggles. There's the leaf shield, that's some big damage. Woo! I feel like he got the opportunity for the Slash Claw, but for some reason he delayed it a bit. There's the throw, he's off stage, which is the worst place to be. Nikita gonna miss though. Here comes Loading, nice little combo, but once again the trade. The trade, that's why it's so hard to come back versus Snake. Every nice little play you do is gonna get met with at least one explosion. Okay, next be taking on even more damage. Here comes Nikita. Oh, barely missing a Loading, but he gets hit by that down smash. And that was really good, because even if Loading had shielded the down smash, it would have been any possible punish would have been covered by the mortar that was coming down. So that was a great play by Naxdy right there. Looks like his ledge traps are absolute hell to try and get past. Of course, if you boys see any plays you just love and need to share with the world, be sure to clip them. We even have a channel in our Discord dedicated to clips. So we do appreciate them. Yeah, so ex-Boktor, your follower just got on this screen. Because we have a special screen where we, do all the follows. So we kind of keep them. And then I can activate the message manually when I'm thanking people in between the sets on Ultimate Nat Battle. Because of course when people follow or subscribe during a set or during an offline tournament where we won't have the time to do it properly. Looks like they're thinking about what they're doing. I wonder if Loading is thinking about Marth. No, he is not. The Megaman is coming back out to play. Don't think that's a bad decision at all. Let's see how far he can take it.
Three, two, one, go!
Okay. Looks like we're on Carlos. I wonder why he chose the stage. Probably because the side platforms that hang a little bit over the ledge of this stage could help him avoid edge traps a little better. Comes a leaf shield, big damage. Watch the nade. Ooh, that's some big damage. Bad loading did not notice the C4. Air shooter is gonna miss, but I do appreciate the way loading is just absolutely hunting for those high recoveries with the Cypher. Woo! Damage from the air shooter. There's a slash claw. Grenade's gonna save him before the final hit would totally have taken the stock. There it is. Slash claw coming out regardless as loading takes the lead for the first time in the set. Looking very good for him compared to what happened last time. Of course, this particular snake in Naxdy is new for me. So, as always, if you boys have any info, any intel on the players, be sure to drop it in the chat. I'd love to know. Loading, looking for the kill move. He's trying to get a 2-stock lead. Air shooter coming out. Air dodge by Naxdy. He's gonna get him through the air shooter, but did get him punished. Oh, and there's the run of fair. Such a great move now. And the crash bomber getting transferred. Loading, knowing exactly when to air dodge. But the explosion from the mortar actually got through the ledge. So even if you got a roof above you, like with a regular mortar, that's not a guarantee that you'll be safe, you know. You might just get blasted right through. Even leaf shield not protected from the mortar. Here comes the Nikita. Okay, excellent punish by loading, jumping over with the pellets, comboing into one of those leaf shields, which is just so much faster in this particular game. Hard Knuckle finding a shield, but still, it's nice to give that shield some pressure when you're landing. Looking for yet another air shooter, and this time he connects it. That'll teach him for recovering so high with the Cypher. Megaman probably being one of the only characters in the game that can probably edge guard an ultra high Cypher recovery. I mean you did. I liked Skipper versus Tatuman. It was a fast-paced set. You didn't miss anything that I would call an instant classic, but you know, we've been having some nice interesting sets, especially if you want to know more when it comes to fighting against Snake with peculiar characters like Pac-Man. Naxdy has been on a tear, but there have been multiple situations where something happened, you know, and you think like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know it worked like that. So, you know, especially this early in Ultimate, you want to watch every kind of matchup and every kind of set you can get. Because there's so much knowledge that all of us are lacking. So you gotta get your study on. And studying was never so relaxing when you're watching Ultimate Net Battle. Hey, triple finish. Welcome to the stream. Of course, another question is, why are you not in the bracket? I know you could use some practice, but I do appreciate you watching. As we're getting into game 3, which is gonna decide who advances to grand finals. Is it gonna be Naxdy, as he once again counterpicks to Castle Siege? He sure loves the stage, and I can't blame him, because even though grenades might be a little bit awkward on the slant, pellets are just flat out a whole lot worse with the slant. At least that's what I imagine. But I also think these low dual platforms that cover a good portion of the stage are really good for Snake's C4. They are gonna cover an important part of the stage, and they definitely gonna be able to hit people standing under the platform as well. Of course, it might also make mortars explode at a weird height where you're gonna get hit on the ground as well, despite it exploding earlier and higher. I think these platforms, man, I think they can really do something for Snake. More than most platforms, due to them being extra wide and extra low. Nice from Naxdy. Loading down slowly into the grenade. But nobody has lost the stock yet. And Loading has actually been doing a great job tackling on damage. Okay, after they were all just throwing kill moves at each other and not trying to come too close, Loading just said whatever and throw out a charged Mega Buster. That was a really great play. But unfortunately for him, he could not put any more damage. Naxdy just instantly finding the up tilt. Multiple air shooters coming out. Here comes the juggle. Excellent weight on the grenade explosion, and he's still going with the air shooters. That's 36% out of air shooters. The shield pressure from the leap shield is real. There it is. It seems like Loading is aware of the C4s now. I have not seen him get hit by a C4 this game. Naxdy forced into shield with the crash bomber. That's great stuff. It's great stuff to use as a Megaman. That means he can't use the leg strapping that he would like to use freely. More air shooters. Naxdy back on the ground. Can he get a hit in? Can he get a hit in? Blowing up all kinds of explosive, but so far Loading has been avoiding them. But the up tilt's gonna find its mark, and the second one too, as Naxdy takes back the lead. And of course, this is a Wi-Fi tournament, so everything's best of 3. So this is gonna decide. And Loading should be taking the stocks fairly soon now if he wants to retain a decent chance of making a comeback. Just in time with the Flame Sword. I saw the startup on the up tilt. Another Flame Sword is gonna do it. 81%. That's quite a bit to make a comeback from, especially versus a character like Snake, who trades and trades and trades and trades. That's some good damage from the leaf shield though. Ooh! Herman didn't know where to go and he just kept hanging, but all the mortars, they fly just a little bit forward as Naxdy takes it and advances to a grand final.